Caitlin Clark, fellow Fever stars, fans react to playoff win versus Aces. Following an 89-73 win by number 6 seed Indiana over number 2 seed Las Vegas from Michelob Ultra Arena in Game 1 of the best-of-5 WNBA semifinals series on Sunday afternoon, multiple Fever stars, fans, and sports figures flocked to social media to share their reaction to the shocking victory. While many have written the Fever off throughout the WNBA playoffs due to their list of 5 season-ending injuries, including the likes of Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, Sydney Colson, Ari McDonald, and Chloe Bibby, the collective team unity has been the biggest strength of the Indiana squad as of late. During the Game 1 victory, star guard Kelsey Mitchell paced all players with 34 points on 12-4-23 shooting from the field, 4-4-6 from three-point territory, and 6-4-6 from the free throw line. Mitchell's performance also sets a new league record for most points scored in a WNBA semifinals debut. As far as the reactions from Fever players, Clark, Cunningham, and McDonald led the way with their awe of the team's performance. Game 2 of the series will be on Tuesday, September 23rd, at Michelob Ultra Arena with a start time of 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Contact/follow us at Hawkeyes Wire on X, formerly Twitter, and like our page on Facebook to follow ongoing coverage of Iowa news, notes, and opinions. Follow Scout on X at Springgate News. This article originally appeared on Hawkeyes Wire. Caitlin Clark, fellow Fever stars, fans react to playoff win versus Aces. The night in Las Vegas didn't feel like any ordinary playoff evening. The electricity in the air was almost tangible, humming through the crowd as the Indiana Fever prepared to face off against the reigning champions, the Las Vegas Aces. Few gave the Fever a real shot at pulling off the upset, at least not in Game 1, but Caitlin Clark and her teammates had no intention of bowing to the narrative. And by the time the final buzzer sounded, the Fever had stunned the basketball world. The scoreboard glowed with numbers that would be replayed across highlight reels, but the real story wasn't in the stats. It was in the energy, the fire, and the unity that carried this young team to a victory that many said was impossible. Caitlin Clark, the spark. Clark, the rookie phenom, played with a mix of confidence and grit that has defined her since her Iowa days. She wasn't just shooting from the logo, though she knocked down a few of those crowd-silencing threes. She was orchestrating, leading, and igniting the Fever in moments when it seemed the Aces might reclaim control. After the win, Clark's reaction was equal parts relief and exhilaration. Cameras caught her raising both arms in the air, pumping her fists toward the Fever fans who had traveled to Vegas. Later, in the post-game interview, she was candid but defiant. "We've heard all year that we're too young, too inexperienced, not ready for this stage. But basketball doesn't care about that, it cares about heart. And tonight we had plenty of it." Kelsey Mitchell, the steady hand. While Clark drew the headlines, it was Kelsey Mitchell who made sure the Fever stayed grounded. Her drives to the rim cut through the Aces' defense like a hot knife, and her late-game composure at the free throw lines sealed the win. Afterward, she downplayed her role, pointing back to the collective effort. "This is what we've been building toward," Mitchell said. "Caitlin's energy is contagious, but every single player stepped up. This is Indiana basketball. We fight, we scrap, we don't back down." Mitchell's words resonated, not just with her teammates but with fans who have watched the Fever struggle through rebuilding seasons. For so long, victories felt like wishful thinking. Now they were tangible, real, and historic. Aaliyah Boston, dominating the paint. Aaliyah Boston reminded everyone why she was last year's Rookie of the Year. Her rebounding and defensive presence disrupted the Aces' flow, especially limiting the second-chance opportunities that Las Vegas usually feasts on. She was the anchor, the player who made sure the Fever never collapsed under pressure. Her reaction after the game was pure joy, laughing, hugging teammates, and exchanging a playful moment with Clark as the two embraced midcourt. "This is just the beginning," Boston said. "We're not satisfied with one win. We came here to compete for everything." The fans, a roar heard around the league. Perhaps the most powerful reactions came not from the court, but from the stands and across social media. Fever fans, long hungry for success, erupted as the upset became reality. In Las Vegas, a small but mighty pocket of red and gold stood tall among the sea of Aces supporters. They chanted Clark's name, waved homemade signs, and drowned out the boos with cheers that seemed to grow louder with every three-pointer or defensive stop. On social media, hashtags like #FeverRising, #ClarkEra, and #BeatTheAces trended within minutes. Fans who had doubted whether this young squad could hang with the defending champs suddenly flooded timelines with all-caps excitement. The Fever are for real fire. Caitlin Clark has changed everything. We're not just here, we're winning. This team has heart. Boston plus Clark plus Mitchell equals unstoppable. Some even joked that the Aces had underestimated the kids, only to learn that the kids came ready to play grown woman basketball. The locker room, celebration with a purpose. Inside the Fever locker room, the celebration was rowdy but focused. Music blasted, water bottles sprayed like champagne, and laughter bounced off the walls. Yet there was an undercurrent of determination. Head coach Stephanie White stepped into the chaos, a smile on her face but her words steady. Enjoy this one, you earned it. But remember, it's just one game. We're not done. Clark, ever the competitor, echoed that sentiment later to reporters. This feels amazing, but the job's not finished. If we want to be great, we can't just be satisfied with shocking people, we have to keep proving we belong. Rivalry and respect. The Aces, visibly frustrated, didn't hide their disappointment. Aya Wilson acknowledged the Fever's fight. They came in here with no fear, and they deserved this one. But it's a series, it's not over. That mix of rivalry and respect only added to the intrigue. The Fever weren't supposed to be here yet, not at this level, not against this team. But now they had the defending champs' full attention. A moment that transcends. For the Fever, this wasn't just a playoff win, it was a declaration. For fans, it was validation that years of waiting, of watching rebuilds and setbacks, had led to something worth believing in again. And for Caitlin Clark, it was proof that her transition from college sensation to professional leader was already rewriting the WNBA narrative. Long after the arena emptied, Fever fans were still buzzing online. Memes spread, highlight clips replayed endlessly, and one fan summed it up perfectly. This isn't just a win. This is the night the Fever grew up. The bigger picture. WNBA history has always been shaped by defining moments. The shots, the upsets, the rivalries that elevate the game beyond the court. Clark and her teammates gave the league one of those moments in Las Vegas. It was about more than threes from the logo, more than a box score upset. It was about youth refusing to wait its turn, about a team daring to believe in itself before anyone else would. And maybe that's why the reactions felt so raw, so powerful. Because deep down, everyone watching could see it.